is Sinead and I work as an outdoor activity development officer for a charity called the Outdoor Partnership. So I was lucky enough to get some funding through work, so through a grant called Enabling Natural Resources and Wellbeing, and we put on some subsidised sessions. So they were anything from kind of rafting to kayaking, all water-based activities, kind of showing off what Llandysul Paddlers can offer. You know, we were targeting women in the community that didn't really know anything about Llandysul Paddlers and hadn't really used them before. And from that, Llandysul Paddlers and Gareth from the club have set up a female-only club night. So Hannah, their only female instructor, heads up that with my support. The first evening was last Monday, and we had I think 8 on the water, which was great because it was really cold. So yeah, it's all about kind of showing off what the Llandysul Paddlers offer and creating that safe space so that women can potentially try something new. And if that's all they want to do, that's fine, but potentially kind of develop their skills further as well. I think this is a really hot topic at the moment, and I think it is getting loads better. I'm definitely seeing more women on my social media taking part in the outdoors, and even when I'm spending time outside, I'm definitely seeing more women and more women on panels, at events and things. But I still think maybe in more rural areas of Wales it needs to kind of get a little bit better, and I think the only way that's going to happen is if big groups start, and potentially some of those women might go on and do training courses, some of those women might go on and get jobs in the outdoors, some of those women might go on and become course providers in the outdoors, and that is the only way it is going to get better. So I'm quite passionate about just allowing women to try things in the outdoors just in safe spaces, and they can make the decision if they kind of want to continue with it. So I'm lucky enough to live in Llandysul. I wasn't a kayaker, never have been a kayaker, but I've probably driven across that bridge a million times with people on the water, wondering what they were doing. So through this job now, I've been lucky to connect more with Llandysul Paddlers than I ever have in the past, and I think I'd be foolish not to give it a go, to be honest. And I think actually being in my position in a job where people listen to me, and they might, maybe respect isn't the right word, but I've got a space basically where I can kind of influence people. I want to try new things as well, and I want to show them that I'm not an expert and I'm not confident and I wouldn't go down the river on my own, and that it's okay to be like that, and everybody has to start somewhere. So I try and stay fairly active on social media when I remember to take photos. It's a bit harder when it's dark, but definitely follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and I've created WhatsApp groups, and I feel like that's been quite positive because women can just put on there about sharing lifts, or who's going this evening, or what the activity is going to be tonight, or is going to be different from last week. So that's been a really good space, I think, for people just ask not silly questions, but I suppose those ones where they wouldn't feel they wouldn't feel like it was necessary to email me about, but they can just put quick questions on there. So that's been really positive. So yeah, definitely get in touch through social media, and then I can kind of add you to the group if that's what you're interested in, or we can have a chat further about kind of what activities you'd like to give a go.